Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Ajian. Here's some of the top stories we have for you tonight. A new CEO for Schneider Hospital, more help for Haiti, and a concert under the stars. These stories and more are up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, police are still piecing together the two murders that happened last weekend. 43-year-old Herman Santos Jr., better known as Poochie, was murdered in Marley Project late Saturday night. And 20-year-old Javier Rivera was killed on Company Street early Sunday morning. If you know anything about these crimes, please call 911 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. Even the smallest bit of information could be just what the police need to solve these cases. And in other news, there will be a new CEO at Schneider Hospital on St. Thomas. News Channel 8's Lee Carl reports.
The new CEO of the Schneider Regional Medical Center is Alice Taylor. She has a science degree in nursing and business administration, comes to us from Broward County in Florida, and Cornell Williams, who is the chairman of the district governing board, said they were confident that Alice Taylor was the right person for the job of chief executive.
But more important for us is that she has extensive experience in hospital operations. She's actually running the day-to-day operations of a large hospital
It was good to know. It was good to know, as we mentioned, about the nurses, about that focus, because we haven't had that before.
Right.
We've had an executive, but now we've got a nurse executive or an executive nurse,
right,
or whatever.
We never had somebody with the clinical side, the nursing side of it. You're right, and that's kind of where in a hospital CEO or chief operating officer where she's now.
And I know our nurses,
and also probably not someone with the depth of operating experience, hospital operating experience that she has had over the past 20 years.
I know our nurses here will be very pleased,
right?
I
think so. I believe.
I would like to concentrate on 4 areas: quality, customer service, economic health, as well as community image.
Of course, you're coming in and you're inheriting, as the saying goes, like Obama had to deal with the Bush administration. Now you've had an administration prior to this that had some problems. I know, let's not go into that, but tell me how you look at how you're going to solve a lot of the problems that was preceded you, right?
Well, I think I have a unique opportunity to follow Ms. Harris, who is the interim CEO, and I think she's really paved the way to look at some of the issues that are facing Schneider Regional Medical Center. And many of those issues are very similar to what I have been faced in other organizations: declining reimbursement, customer satisfaction, the image of hospitals, healthcare reform in general. There's many of the same issues, and I would take my experiences, work along with my team, as well as the board, to see what we're going to tackle first.
You just joined us. The new CEO at the Schneider Regional Medical Center is Alice Taylor. You'll hear that name, you'll see that name, and you'll see her quite a bit. Let me talk a little bit about healthcare overall and how you see it, because you're coming to us from a stateside operation that had a lot of funding and whatever. We don't have that funding as much because we're not a state, we're a territory. How do you see it?
Well, actually, I do come from a county that relies on the government for some funds, and what we do with those funds is it's really set aside to care for the patients who cannot afford health care. What I would look to here in this organization is see how we can maximize our reimbursement, how we can cut down some expenses, and really to delay or to stop the out-migration of patients from the island to the states.
Have you been aware, as you began to talk to people here, about the problem of nurses, right?
Yes.
And you're a nurse.
Yes,
Are you a registered nurse?
Yes, I am.
You are? Okay. My mom was a practical nurse.
Okay.
So it's a wonderful field of people. And I know that a lot of the nurses here, hardworking people, but like always, like the police department, the problem continues to be lack of personnel, funding for lack of personnel. So how do you plan to deal with that?
Well, I think
Having been a nurse and knowing what the problems are, right?
yes.
Yes.
And a lot of the issues with nursing really, right now we have a unique situation because many nurses who had left the workforce have gone back because of the economic situation and all over the United States as well.
Not just us. Yeah.
Yes. And I think part of being a nurse is is that you really need to be recognized and participation. That's usually what nurses want when they're in an organization. They want to be recognized for the care that they deliver, and they want to participate in making decisions about the care they deliver.
I'm talking with Nurse Alice Taylor, MSN MBA here at the Snyder Regional Medical Center. She is the new CEO, in case you wonder. This is Lee Carl from News Channel.